Hi there, this is a very important video called Why Do We Incarnate? And really the answer is to experience and or to pay for our sins. So that's why we incarnate. Incarnation is generally a voluntary thing, and when I say incarnate I mean go from heaven to the earth and incorporate a body or exist inside of a body, use one body. So we do that, to experience the world, to enjoy the physical sensations or whatever. And also we do that and also we do that sometimes to pay for our sins. But wait a second. If we are souls and we started in heaven, I thought how can we possibly sin? Isn't that when we incarnate and then we sin and then we come back and then it can go on forever? Or do we catch up one time? It doesn't, you know what I mean? The truth is that, does it say there is no sin in heaven? In the Tanakh? Does it say that? In fact, it says that there is sin in heaven. I mean, just look at the Adam and Eve story. And the apple, the fruit, the serpent, that was in heaven, right? So, there is no sin in heaven is a lie. There is sin in heaven because you are a free will soul. You are, your soul's anatomy is that it's 100% free will. You cannot get more like God than your very own soul. You are the highest creation. Mankind's soul is the tip top of creation. We have free will, we're exalted, we are eternal, we are one, we are complete. Every individual is like that. So, you will always have the ability to sin. That will not be taken away from you. So there is sin in heaven. There is also virtue in heaven. You will always have the ability to be good. And from the start, that's how you were created, and that's why you most likely incarnated, unless it was to experience or to pay some sins. So why do you rush to sin? Why do you care so much about getting so much evil in this little, temporal world? This is a temporary world. Remember, your soul's anatomy is free will, 100%. There's not a single percent in you that is not free will. So we incarnate voluntarily. But sins can and do nudge us to incarnate sometimes when we don't want to. Because we are creations of a holy God. There's only one God, and He's holy, and He demands that we, pay for our sins, and cause and effect, or balance, or one leads to good, the other one leads to bad. So you understand. So, God has free will. We're made in the image of God. And now I just want to read everything that I've wrote, all the notes, just to summarize everything so you get the idea. Why do we incarnate? To experience and or to pay for our sins. Does it say there is no sin in heaven in the Tanakh? No, you are a free will soul. Catching on? We incarnate voluntarily, generally speaking, but sins nudge us to incarnate sometimes when we don't want to. Heaven is not a restart or washes away your sins. It is a continuation. The life in heaven still keeps your free will. Just look at the Adam and Eve story and the apple and the serpent. That was in heaven. Remember, your soul's anatomy is free will 100%. You cannot get more like God than your soul. You are the highest creation. So you will always have the ability to sin. That will not be taken away from you. So why rush to sin? People, you are an immortal soul, male or female. And you have the ability to do whatever you want forever. Just know there are consequences, and that is the eternal law.